Let us see another example to understand why we actually need Redux. And by seeing this example, finally you will be satisfied why we need Redux. So consider this is our React application, and React application may contain several components nested at various levels. So here I am having multiple components which are nested at various level. Now inside this component A, I am having input field which will be accepting the place. But now what I just want this place value to be present inside this component B. Is it possible to pass the data which is present inside component A directly to component B? That is not possible. Why? Because both are sibling component. Data can only be passed from parent component to child component through props. So what we will do, instead of passing the data in this way, we are going to lift the state up and we will be passing the state inside our parent component. And this is the closest parent component C. So our state will be lifted up and we are going to place the state inside this component C. And then using props, place can be passed both to component A and component B. Why? Because now component C is parent component for both A and B. Okay, that is fine. If we are having one level, then this is fine. But now what I just want the data inside component D. Again, I cannot pass the data from component C to component D. Why? Because again, both are sibling component. Again, we have to lift the state up and we have to pass entire state inside component E. Then using props, place data can be passed both to component C and component D. Here we are having two levels, so might be this is also fine. But now what I just want this place data inside this component Q. Again, if you see here, they are at the same level. So both E and Q are sibling component. So directly from E to Q, I cannot pass the data because they are sibling component. Again, we have to lift the state up and state has to be passed inside app component. Then using props, place data will be passed to component Q. Now if you see here, as our app grows bigger, managing state will be very difficult in React. And the worst case is, now my component M wants data. But here if you see, component M will not be having access to place. Why? Because component O is not having any data. So what we can do, we are having place data inside component Q. This can be passed as a prop component O. Again from component O, this can be passed as a prop to component M. So now here component O does not need this place data, but still data has to be passed to component O. Why? Because its child needs to display that data. Depending on level of nesting, this will be very frustrating task. Components which don't need the data, still they should be aware of that data. And if any sibling component needs the data has to be lifted up and state has to be passed to the closest parent. Whenever you're working in React application, if you get stuck at this point, then this will be the right time to use React plus Redux. In Redux, what we will do, entire state we are going to store inside one container. So my state is nothing but place. So I will be passing the state inside this Redux container. Now if my component A needs the data, it will request this state container and in return component A will get the data. If my component B needs the data, it will request and it will get the data. Component D, component Q and finally component M. So now if you see here, inside one container, we are passing our entire state and whichever component needs the data, they can request the container and in return, this container will be updating the state in predictable manner and sends the value to the components who has requested for that data. And in Redux, this state container is called as store. So at one central place, we will be managing our entire state. This is how Redux will be working. And now I believe you are satisfied when should we use Redux and why should we use Redux.